Hey, I want to ask you a question today. Is your dream bouncing around Dorkton?
I spent the last 14 years playing over 1,000 shows, touring 22 different countries, and become a top 40 Billboard charting artist. I fired my record label to go out on my own as an independent artist to market and release my own music, selling thousands of albums and millions of streams. The question I always get is, how did I do it without a label and sell even more music? This podcast is here to show you the way. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my music business and a loyal fan base.
What do I mean by that? Well, there's one of my favorite movies is called Social Network, and it's the story of Mark Zuckerberg starting Facebook. It's so inspirational, and I love this movie. And the acting in it, I think, is really good. The screenwriting is really good. And I just love the story of entrepreneurs, like starting something from nothing and then building it and blowing it up. Like, I love watching the struggle and then pushing through. And at the beginning of the movie, you see, Mark arguing with his girlfriend, and he says some really stupid stuff. And she, of course, ends up dumping him. Okay, she ends up just breaking up with him. And so that lights a fire in him to want to do something great. And already he was like passionate in the conversation. It actually reminds me a little bit about me and my wife sometimes, because I'm always talking about like a new idea or something like that. And it's just hard to shut me up about stuff like that. Well, anyways, he breaks off from that relationship and wants to start the Facebook, okay? And he's putting his heart and soul into this thing, just like you're putting your heart and soul into your dream. You see him, working hard at it. You see him in class, like falling asleep because he's probably been working all night coding. And his buddy comes up to him and asks him a question about who is he dating or something like that. Or he asks him, do you know if this certain girl in his class is dating someone, because he's interested in her. And that gives Mark the idea to finish the Facebook, and it was the relationship status. Are you single or are you dating? And that was like the last little piece of information that he needed to finish the Facebook. And here's one little tidbit I want to give you from that. Like, are you looking for opportunities? Are you chasing your dreams so much that you're like looking for it? You know what I mean? So that when someone says something to you, it's on your mind enough for it to trigger an idea to be like, oh, that's what I was thinking of. That happens to me with songwriting all the time when I'm reading books or whatnot. Like when I'm in writing mode, I'm always like, ooh, that's a song idea. But this is what I want to bring it to. He finishes the idea, all right, and he's just about to launch Facebook, and then Eduardo, his good friend, investor in Facebook, comes over and he says, hey man, I'm just finishing this thing off and we're ready to launch it and get this dream out there, take Facebook to the world. Whether you love or hate Facebook, that's up to you. I think it's an amazing platform to get your message and dream out there. But as he launches it, he says to Eduardo, hey, I need the emails of all your friends of that sorority club that you're in. And I think it was the Phoenix Club that he was in. I need their email addresses. And Eduardo's like, whoa, I don't know if it's cool if I just give you that and you spam all their emails. And he's like, Mark's like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, we need to get this out there. Otherwise, it's just going to bounce around Dorkton in between our friends and our family. It's never going to get out to the masses. And I don't know if that's just because of music or that industry that I'm in, or it doesn't even matter. Like my books, my message, whatever, like, I don't want just my dream, my idea to bounce around Dorkton. I don't want just the message of Jesus and love just to stay in this small space. I want it getting out to the masses. And I want to ask you that question again. Is your dream, is your message just bouncing around Dorkton? Is it just staying in the same thing? Is it just staying in your mind? You haven't even let it out. You just keep saying to your same friends all the time, oh, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Yeah, like I've been working on this plan. You know what I'm saying? I think it was in the movie Collateral with Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. And there's a part in the movie where Tom Cruise asks Jamie Foxx, he's like, because like the guy was saying, yeah, I got this dream to do this limo company. I've been working on it for a while. Or you heard him tell somebody he's been had this idea for a while. And Tom says to him, well, hey man, how long have you had this idea to do this like limo business? And and jumpstart this thing? And he goes, 12 years. 12 years! How long have you had a dream, something you've wanted to do, and you've talked about it? Oh, I'm just working on it, trying to get all my ducks in a row, trying to get everything, it's just not the right time yet, I'm just not ready yet. And you let that dream bounce around the dorkton of your mind, and you never let it out to the world. And this is the most sad part. First of all, number one, it's hurting you by not achieving your dreams. It's discouraging you, all right? It's bumming you out. But what about helping other people? Have you ever thought or believed that your business idea, your dream, your music, your gift could be helping other people? But because you're too afraid to take action and to get out there, and you're afraid of falling or afraid of failing, that you don't, think it'll impact people, and you won't take action, and so you keep suppressing it, and you delay, keep using all these different delay tactics, and procrastination, there's always a reason. I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough this or that. Look, there comes a time you just got to start, you just got to jump. Otherwise, your dream is going to bounce around Dorkton, and it is going to die in the basement. And as Les Brown says, the most place that has the most dreams is, not living today. It's in the cemetery, where all the dreams go to die. All these, unfinished dreams and ideas that never came. And so I'm challenging you today to get out of your comfort zone, to stop letting your dream, stop holding your dream back from yourself, and stop being so selfish and not sharing it with the world. And you might be like, oh, I only get one view, or only one person will see this. Look, everybody starts with 0 subscribers, 0 views. I could get bummed out that, certain videos of mine only get a few hundred, while others get hundreds of thousands or over 1 million or whatever. But you got to start somewhere, all right? You got to start somewhere. And let me just say, never despise small beginnings, all right? I know what it's like to perform for 10 people. I know what it's like to perform for 100 or 500. So even where I'm at right now, if I've only got 500 views on a video, instead of that bumming me out, I just think I know a 500 crowd audience is a great show, is awesome. I know even 100 people, we have a great show, and we impact people, because I know what it's like to have just one person come up to me and say, that message changed my life today. And so I want to encourage you, is it worth it to just change one person? I think it is. And I think you're going to change a lot more people's lives than just one person with your idea. But you're not going to change any if you don't take action. All right? If you have not got a copy of my book, Fighter, 5 Keys to Conquering Fear, the first chapter, we cover courage. Because you got to be strong and courageous to step out for this dream and start it. But the second chapter is even more important, because a lot of you have started something, but you don't finish it. And that's why I talk about perseverance and pushing through that messy middle. I hope this has encouraged you today. I will see you in the next video. Share this, hit like, subscribe if it's helped you out, and share it with someone.
So if you're a struggling artist and you're just trying to figure out this music industry, you want to go full-time with your music, you want to get noticed on social media, or learn how to launch an album, an EP, or just get your music more marketed out there, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching program called Fanbase University. Every single month, I jump on the phone 2 times with my students, and I coach them, and I teach them how to market their music, how to get noticed, how to handle booking agents, record labels, and just get their music out there. Also, you get access to exclusive training, you get interviews with music industry professionals. If you want to find out more and not do this on your own, not struggle, because I've wasted thousands of dollars on my career, and now I want to coach other artists. Check out my program, fanbaseuniversity.com, or click the link below to find out more info.